Sometimes you hear a piece of news out there that the only acceptable response is yes please. Today is one of those topics we're covering in this video, as 90s Spider-Man from Spider-Man the Animated Series wants to return to the role. So most people, like myself, that grew up with the 90s Marvel animated universe, I think have a very nostalgic connection with that version of Spider-Man. I mean, for most of us, that was really our first Spider-Man we got into in a sort of long-form carryover style story that involved the character. And naturally, there was a lot going on with that series that made us fall in love with so many other characters from the Marvel universe. For me, I always mention how much I loved Morbius and Blade, and those characters really imprinted on me as characters I would go on to love even more once I'd started actually reading the comics that they're in. Now recently, Peter Parker himself, who was voiced by Christopher Daniel Barnes, said that if the opportunity came up, if he was offered, and if he could make it a reality to somehow get in there, he is ready and would be honored to co-star or even make a cameo in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, which currently is on track for a 2022 release date. Now, while yes, he is 47 years old, again, it's a voice acting gig, which is rather easy, and if we just take it a step further and go a little bit more into Spider-Man history, he has returned to be Spider-Man. I mean, a video game is pretty notable return to that type of role. And not only that, if you look at different versions of Spider-Man, like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the video game, Marvel Heroes, Spider-Man Unlimited, Ultimate Spider-Man, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, he's voiced various characters from Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, and again, just going back to Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, he voiced another Peter. So I think honestly this should be a thing that happens. It's sort of a legacy type of deal. And can you just imagine in Spider-Verse, if they were to bring him back, use that same animation, same voice? I mean, like, can you just imagine the nostalgic shivers we would all get? And since it does seem like there's more intelligent people running this side of the Spider-Man brand, you know, at Sony, I think there is a real chance that this could happen. And maybe even if he's not another Spider-Man, maybe they could get him back as something completely different and then just do a little quick Spider-Man cameo or something. So anything really is possible, and I hope this actually does end up happening, because that would truly be something, you know, rewarding for longtime Spidey fans.